Well, it is never a dull moment in LA with public skateboarding events out on the streets. This year's HELLBOMB was no exception. KTLA's local news posted the following article a couple of minutes ago. Massive skateboarding event clashes with officers in downtown Los Angeles dropped today, October 26th. Probably, yesterday for you guys. A massive event that police say was sponsored by a skateboarding magazine, which will remain unmentioned. We don't know who that is. Wink, wink. Led to a late night chaos in downtown Los Angeles with footage showing crowds vandalizing a driverless robotaxi. Let me guess, Waymo or any other entrepreneur or new company doing the same thing as this. And clashing with law enforcement. The gathering grew throughout Saturday evening near First Street and Hill Street, drawing hundreds of skateboarders and spectators. Citizen app videos showed people smashing the windows of oh my God, bros, right here. A Waymo vehicle, hitting it with skateboards and climbing onto the vehicle while crowds cheered. In another clip, skateboarders were seen skating towards officers as police form a line across the intersection. So I don't know if this is legit, skating towards officers. Is that in a menacing way? I feel like nowadays you could just use any phrasing to make it seem yeah, they're a threat. We got to neutralize. Point out the person and I'll tell you what the crime is. I forgot who said that essentially, but it's a very well-known thing that if you want to get somebody in trouble, yeah, let me just formulate something. But anyways, that vandalization of private property is pretty insane. No excuse for that. There's a still, but I did find some YouTube videos and Instagram posts. Let's go to the news station. Dude, what?
Everybody say, fuck AI on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Bro, what are you doing, dude? I'm pretty sure this is not approved by Thrasher in any shape or form. That's crazy. I feel like the way the world is right now in turmoil and a lot of rioting / protesting, people with, rebels without a cause want to use anything as an excuse to vandalize property. I know they don't speak for the larger, chunk of skateboarders, but nonetheless, they're providing entertainment because there's a lot of cell phones out there recording this and kind of cheering on. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, people say, what's wrong with you guys? Dude, that is completely smashed in. Oh! Okay. I digress. I may have to backpedal a little bit here. That guy seemed to be intentionally running into the cops, bro. They swung at him as if he was a baseball. Oh, here he comes. Bam. Yo, that was pretty insane. And you know what? I'm from Texas, dude. There is no such thing as this friendly, back and forth with cops. If you run into a cop, that's going to get you shot or a broken arm or something. They just it's the usual LA stuff. Let's just give him a couple slaps and let him go on his way. That's pretty crazy, but that would not fly here in North Texas where I'm at. But I don't know, LA is a different beast. Dang, dude, they did tackle him down. Oh, he got hit in the... That's crazy, bro. I don't think the HELLBOMBs were this violent before.
Put it down! Put it down! Put it down! He's reaching his bag! He's reaching his bag!
That's crazy.
Stop reaching! Stop reaching!
No,
Dude, when a cop says stop reaching, and they're pointing weapons at you, that's kind of scary, bro. Oh my God. I don't remember, because if you go to Thrasher's website, I see the HELLBOMBs, bro, HELLBOMB 2023, HELLBOMB 2024. So they sponsor this crap, right? But it's a very controlled environment. Look, they've done it every year for a while, but it seems like a branch of these people just went out to do their own thing. So I know this is not what Thrasher wanted, but you already got a group of people out there up to no good. Oh, that sucks, bro. And who knows if they're going to post about this on their website. Maybe tomorrow? I don't know. Shout out to Off-Grid Skater. He posted his own, POV of this event. Yep. Hill Street, right there.
You don't like that? Go.
So for those that don't know, like usually they dress up as a, it's a Halloween attire, like just costumes of all sorts, but there's a lot of skateboarding involved, like crazy cool trick skateboarding, but this is like its own thing.
I am the one that started this with my friends. Now your dumbass is here acting like this is a protest or some reason to be in front of the cops.
Oh, I don't know who this guy is, dude. Oh, crap. So he started this? Who is this guy? Anyone here in the comments know who this dude is? I mean, he's in a news station video, so I don't know who this person is. He started this. We started what, the HELLBOMB? Yeah, he's saying you idiots think it's like a protest. Staying in front of the cops, bro. That's crazy. Maybe he's a Thrasher employee. I don't know. That's crazy. And yeah, bro, like it's not a protest, dude. You're just skateboarding. But people are finding excuses to be destructive, man. Golly, dude. It's like you can't get us out of the gutter, bro. You can't. There's a very specific group of skaters that like genuinely enjoy destructiveness and causing chaos in the world. It's probably the minority, of course, but there's still that group out there.
You're a fucking joke.
Dude, the win was gone, bro. That's a total loss. That's crazy, bro. Posted 5 hours ago. That's pretty bad. Dude, if they don't chill out, they're gonna cancel this stuff next year, bro. And then there goes the HELLBOMB. And not that skateboarding isn't a stop, because nothing can stop it, but allowing it like a peaceful skateboarding down a hill on a very notorious part of LA. Yeah, dude, you're like jeopardizing the whole event for no freaking reason. What's the payout to this? Literally, what's the payout? Nothing. Absolutely no upside. All down.
Bunch of fucking Nazis! Go fuck yourself, Nazi!
Yeah, just people, political freaking narratives being spun here and there. That's crazy. Nazis or what? Bro, the cops. Who do you call when someone breaks into your house? Them. Man, dude, what the? There is absolutely no reason for this. That's crazy.
As far as the cops showing up, I kind of predicted it. Closed off street in Los Angeles, man, I was walking up, I'm like, there might be a riot tonight. So when it happened, I wasn't that shocked.
Yeah, so that's the video. This happened yesterday on the 25th, so Saturday. Skater event dubbed Halloween HELLBOMB turned into chaos, prompting police to declare an unlawful assembly, so it was shut down by the cops. Incident occurred at intersection of Hill Street and First Street in downtown Los Angeles. A group of people broke off from the main event. That's exactly what I said, bro. I swear to you, I had not read that. I had not read that just yet. A group of people broke off from the main event. So yeah, like Thrasher was doing their thing, and then they just broke off. Right? You already have people congregated like that. Yeah, there goes your little troll makers doing their own thing into the night. Several skateboarders struck vehicles in the streets, leading to police response. LAPD arrived and were met with people throwing objects, including traffic cones and glass bottles at them. At this point, a Waymo self-driving vehicle arrived at the intersection and was subsequently surrounded and destroyed. At least one person was arrested for assaulting officers. Yeah, that's likely the dude that ran into the cops. Dude, that's insane, man. Anyways, what's the lesson here, Skate Informant? Don't be an idiot. Respect people's like organizing events, because their name is gonna be like thrown into the mud, bro. Like you're there as a spectator / participant, but that whole thing, like the city's gonna recognize, oh, this is a Thrasher event. This is that HELLBOMB event. They're not gonna say, oh, that's just random skaters. No, bro, they're there for the main thing, dude. So these are skaters like hurting skaters, like shooting skateboarding in the foot because you want to act the fool. Yes, the majority of these idiots are like younger adults, which is Like, not super shocking, but let's be smart, bro. And look, so many people with their phones out. Like, I know people will say, yeah, man, it was just a couple of them. But you're giving them the attention they want. They desperately want attention. Heck, they're not even covering their faces, dude. In a world where you can get a face mask for like $1. So it's sad all around. Disappointing, embarrassing, from a skateboarder's perspective. But I understand that different states with different laws, a bit more relaxed, had nothing to do, not being productive with their time, and then you get something like this. Anyways, guys, just like I said, don't be a moron. Respect other people's efforts and name because they organized the event. And just be nice overall. We don't want our already limited events, in the public for skateboarders to be canceled. That's it. Thanks for watching.